This happened 2 years ago. We moved into an old house far outside the city. Big, isolated, surrounded by nothing but trees. No neighbors, no streetlights. At night, it felt like the house was cut off from everything else. The first 2 nights were quiet. Too quiet. The kind of silence where you start noticing your own breathing. Then on the third night, we heard footsteps walking across the upstairs hallway, back and forth. The problem was, all of us were already upstairs. In bed, the footsteps didn't sound like normal walking. They were uneven, like something was trying to match the rhythm, but couldn't quite get it right. Like it didn't want to be heard, but it wanted us to know it was there. I got out of bed, opened my door slightly. The hallway was dark, but I could still hear it, moving, not away from me, toward me. I closed the door and locked it, and that's when it stopped. Right outside, complete silence. Then slowly, something pressed against the other side of the door. Not knocking, not scratching, just leaning, like it was listening. I didn't sleep that night. None of us did. The next morning, we checked everything. Nothing was open. No signs of anyone breaking in. But something felt wrong. The house didn't feel empty anymore. That night, it came back. Same footsteps, same pattern. But this time, it entered rooms. We heard it clearly, walking into my parents' room, stopping, longer than before, then leaving, then my sister's room, stopping again, longer, then my door. This time, it didn't stop right away. It stood there, for a long time, like it was deciding something. That's when my dad installed cameras. Hallway, stairs, living room. The first night we checked the footage, everything looked normal. Until 2 a.m. The camera flickered, just once, then came back, and it was already there, standing in the hallway. It wasn't fully visible. Parts of it didn't seem to stay in place, like the shape kept shifting slightly. Too tall for the ceiling. Its head bent at an angle that didn't look possible, and it wasn't facing the camera. It was facing my room. That's when it moved. Not walking, not stepping, just closer. Like distance didn't apply to it. One frame far, next frame closer, next frame right at my door. And then it leaned, slowly, until its head touched the door. We stopped watching after that, but it didn't stop coming. The next night, we stayed together in the living room. Lights on, TV on, trying to ignore it. Then 2 a.m. came again. But this time, no footsteps, just breathing. From the hallway, slow and uneven, like something was learning how to breathe. My dad checked the hallway camera. Nothing, but we could still hear it. Closer now, inside the walls. Then my mom said something quietly. Check the living room camera. He did, and I wish he hadn't. Because on the screen, we were all there, sitting exactly how we were. Same positions, same faces, but none of us were moving, not blinking, not breathing. And behind us, something was standing there, very close, close enough to touch us, its head slowly turning, looking at each of us one by one, like it was deciding. Then, it leaned closer, right behind my dad, and opened its mouth, too wide, too slow, like it wasn't used to it yet. Then it turned, and looked directly into the camera. We turned around instantly. Nothing. The room was empty, but the TV shut off. The lights flickered, and then we heard it, right behind us, breathing, close, too close. We ran, didn't grab anything, didn't look back. We left that house that night, and we never went back. We thought that was the end, but it wasn't. A few weeks later, my dad checked the cloud storage. There was one final clip, recorded after we left. Time, 2 a.m. The house was empty, silent. Then slowly, the camera adjusted, like something was standing right in front of it, watching. Then it stepped back, and we saw it clearly, standing in the living room, alone, perfectly still. Then, it walked, not like before, not broken, not uneven, perfect and natural, like it had learned. It walked across the room, sat down on the couch, in my dad's spot, looked straight at the camera and smiled, like it belonged there, like it had always belonged there. Then it leaned forward slightly and whispered, "This is better." The video ended. We never went back. We moved. Far away. Different house. Different city. We thought we were safe. Until last night. At exactly 2 a.m. My dad's phone lit up. Camera notification. Motion detected. Location. Living room. We were all upstairs. Together. Not moving. Not speaking. And when he opened the camera, we were all sitting downstairs. On the couch. Perfectly still. Facing the camera and smiling. And behind us, something was standing there again. Not watching us this time. Watching the camera. Like it knew we were looking. And slowly, it leaned down. Closer to the screen. And whispered, "You're already here."